I just had this thought, and I wanted to share this story. I know a lot of women like to hype up single motherhood, right? And I wanted to share a story that may change, people's perspective on how they view it. And this is what actually prompted me to start talking, and bring guidance and shed light on certain issues, on, what we promote. And we used to live in Baltimore. And my daughter, went to school in Baltimore. And enough said. It's Baltimore, so you can't help, the backgrounds of students and some of the stuff that they're dealing with, right? And so my daughter she went there from kindergarten to second grade until we moved. We're a military family. I wanted to be involved with the school. I was part of the PTA. And then I guess because how much I work out, and normally, a lot of the staff, when I'm coming to pick up my daughter, I'm in my workout gear. And they actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of this girls run or something like that. But it was to help girls. It was for like some type of charity or a good cause. That's probably the best way to put it. It was for a good cause. And what I would do was kind of be a coach, essentially. So they could tell that I was active, which is why they even, prompted me. Well, then we went on to talk, and I was asked to actually mentor some of the girls. Okay, so this is what broke my heart, y'all. I was introduced to a young lady who was 12 years old, and she just had a baby. Let that sink in. I was introduced to a girl who was 12 years old and just had a baby at 12 years old. Is that the single motherhood we need to be promoting? Y'all, that broke my heart. She just totally gave up her childhood for her child, which is understandable. And we got to talking, she used to confide in me, and imagine, y'all, she was confiding in me and expressing, how she couldn't hang out with her friends, and she just wishes she could, do some of the things she was doing before she had her baby, but she realized how much of an adjustment. Imagine a child trying to fathom why they can't act like a child anymore, at 12, and y'all sit here and hype up single motherhood. That broke my heart. And I'm having to explain to her, I understand, what you're feeling, but that's some of the things that you sacrifice when you become a mom, right? And this is why becoming a mom should not be taken lightly and should not be done by yourself. So now she has to raise this child. Now, I'm assuming the dad is about her age. But nonetheless, she's by herself, and she has to raise this baby by herself. I don't know what her family background is. The other thing. The other story, every day I used to take my daughter to school. I take her to school and I pick her up. And I was walking one day, and I had, I guess, a cute gym outfit on. So one of the middle schoolers, the school went from pre-K all the way up till 8th grade, I believe. So I was walking, and she was complimenting me on my outfit. This other middle school, I think she had to be about 11 or 12. I said, thank you. And she asked me where I got it from. I told her. And then she got to talking to me like she was a mom. So she was the oldest, I think, of like 10 or 12 kids. Her mom had just had a baby. I know that was under a year old. I want to say the baby was 8 months. But she was in charge of helping getting her younger siblings, to class and then back home, right? And so then she was talking to me, y'all, like a mom. And though that little girl didn't have no kids, her mom is using her as a co-parent because she has so many other kids, and she just had a baby. Like, this is the stuff that I be talking about. And this is what prompted me to start speaking up, because it's impacting little girls. And y'all make motherhood sound doable by anybody that gets pregnant, when we have to be realistic. Should no child be having no baby? They don't even know how to be parents yet, because they're still on the child mind frame. So that's my point. While single mothers, older single mothers try to get offended, y'all not think about these little girls that are running around here getting pregnant, and they're sacrificing their childhood for the sake of having a baby, when we need to be teaching them how to protect their wombs and when the appropriate time to have a baby. That's the issue. Y'all don't want to admit y'all's faults in adulthood, and you got these little girls thinking it's okay, and it's not. And it's not. And then you're having so many kids at times, you got the older siblings taking care of the younger siblings, and now they're losing their childhood. That's my point, y'all. That's my concern.